Everyone who played early Rust remembers how simple it once was. A survival game where everyone ran around with a rock in their hands, building small wooden shacks. But since then, everything has changed. Rust has come a long way, growing deeper and more complex each year. Today we'll look at how Rust evolved from its very first release all the way to 2024. Let's begin. It all started back in December 2013 when Rust entered early access. That version later became known as Rust Legacy. At the time, the mechanics were extremely primitive. The graphics looked like a mix between Minecraft and Chaos, bases made of rough wooden panels, and weapons that looked like random junk glued together. Balance? It didn't exist. Victory depended on whoever got lucky enough to find a weapon in a loot box. Rust Legacy lived by its own wild rules. Resources and weapons were easier to find and to craft, and raids felt like small chaotic skirmishes for survival. 2014 became a turning point. The developers decided to completely rebuild Rust on a new engine. But this wasn't just a visual upgrade, it redefined what Rust was. Rust became a true survival experience. Gathering, hunting, building, and fighting for territory. Resources were no longer lying on the ground. Players had to mine, chop, and hunt for everything. This was the first true revolution in Rust's history. 2014 became a turning point. The developers decided to completely rebuild Rust on a new engine. But this wasn't just a visual upgrade, it redefined what Rust was. Rust became a true survival experience. Gathering, hunting, building, and fighting for territory. Resources were no longer lying on the ground. Players had to mine, chop, and hunt for everything. This was the first true revolution in Rust's history. Following years brought stability and structure. New types of bases appeared, metal and stone, giving players new ways to protect their hard-earned loot. Firearms and armor entered the game, turning survival into intense and unpredictable PvP. Every fight could destroy hours of progress. Every base required a strategy. Rust was no longer about surviving, it was about dominating. In 2017, the entire building and raiding system was overhauled. Players could now upgrade their bases through multiple tiers, add external walls and traps, and create near impenetrable fortresses. Raids became more tactical, not just about blowing through walls anymore. You had to plan every move carefully. One wrong step, and everything you built could be gone. The next years brought large-scale world events. Patrol helicopters and the cargo ship became high-risk targets, leading to massive server-wide battles. The progression system was updated, and every single day something happened somewhere on the map. Explosions, raids, and chaos everywhere. Rust wasn't just a survival game anymore, it was a living world filled with conflict. And here we are, 2024, modern Rust isn't just a game anymore, it's a universe. With new weapons, advanced raid systems, clan mechanics, and global communities. Rust continues to evolve, surprise, and inspire. It attracts thousands of players worldwide, all united by one thing: survival. Rust has come a long way, from a simple sandbox to one of the most complex survival games ever made. Rust has walked an incredible path. Everyone who's been with the game since the beginning remembers the chaos, the simplicity, the struggle. But what about you? What do you remember? Share your memories in the comments, because the revolution of Rust never truly ends.